It's the Players Championship week. It is the Tuesday of the championship. Little towel there from Play Better. Shout out to Play Better. I entered an Instagram contest of theirs. Just basically tag two of your friends, pick a winner, Eagles or Chiefs, and they sent me a message on Instagram. At first, I thought it was like spam. I didn't answer for like a day or two. Then I finally answered up. I'm like, you know what? Is this for real? And the guy goes, yes, it's us. You won. Sends your address. We'll send you your dozen balls and your other prize. They sent me a towel. They sent me these NFL logo balls with the Eagles helmet on. I'll give these to one of my the Philly guys this year. If I ever see these guys, I'm not gonna see them on the trip this year, but I'll give these to them. A couple of Philly guys down there, they're real cool. Maybe Scott. I'll give them to Scott. I think he's a Cowboys fan though. But see if he practices putting with these and starts making those 3 footers that he's always missing. He hates it. He hates when I mention them. But yeah, they sent me a dozen Bridgestones, which was nice of them. I'm glad Andrew doesn't play these balls anymore because he's a tailor-made ball guy. But a couple years ago, freshman year and earlier, he was a Bridgestone guy, and then he got fitted for balls and he's been using the TP5 ball ever since. Speaking of getting fitted for Andrew, he's got a wedge fitting this Thursday coming up in Paramus at the PGA Superstore. Looking forward to that. Um, See what he goes with this year. I believe in his bag right now he's got some Cleveland's. He liked those. I like them because I got them in my bag too. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Should be interesting. Maybe something else might catch my eye there and make a little purchase for myself. So yeah, so that's what's been going on lately. Nothing much. I'm dying to go play. I played 2 weekends ago with Andrew and his buddy Jacob, two high school teammates, and Andrew shot a 31 in the front nine at Quellbrook. I believe ended the round with a 70, 71. I think one over or maybe par. I forget what it was, but he did very well. Couple shots I know he wishes he could take back, and I'm just glad he's making these mistakes at you know during practice. We're talking about practice. I think this is when he needs to learn. This is when he makes his mistakes. He should make his mistakes. If he thinks he could make a ball over a tree or shape it around a tree, go for it. Do it today. Do it, now, not on a tournament. In a tournament, you gotta play. You gotta know you can make that shot. And he took his lumps that day, and a couple of shots cost him to get to break 70. But he learned, and he's only gonna get better. So yeah, so looking forward to that. Got the itch. I'm on vacation this week, so no work. Some of you guys will say I don't work anyways, but but yeah, the weather has been wacky. It snowed last night. Woke up to snow this morning when I took Andrew to school. So it's all gone, but still, it's wacky weather. On a nice. I should have played yesterday, but I didn't. I was too busy running around doing errands in the house. Hopefully, the weather surprises me this week. Um, Tomorrow's Wednesday or Thursday, maybe Thursday morning. I'll get out to the range or something. Looking forward to that. For his Andrew's first tournament is the 25th down there at Seaview down by Atlantic City. 2-day tournament, 25, 26. I can't make the 25th. My wife will take him, but I'll be there that Sunday. Should be there rooting him on, walking with him, and see how he starts his first round of the season with the Hurricane Tour. We'll be doing both tours this year, Hurricane Tour and NJPGA Junior. So let's see what happens. He's still shooting out emails to college coaches and getting a couple of replies, couple of looks, which is a good sign. But yeah, let's see where that takes us. I'm loving this ride I'm on with him. It's obviously, I never been through his college sports recruiting process ever. So interesting to see how it's like. I can't even imagine what these top college football recruits and baseball recruits go are like. But you always hear the stories of ESPN 30 for 30 back in the 70s and 80s where coaches were dropping bags of money and dropping off cars. Reggie Bush is the one that stands out to me the latest. I'm sure it still goes on. But yeah, no, we're not there, but it'd be nice. So yeah, so Players Championship down in Ponte Vedra, Florida. TPC Sawgrass. Sawgrass famous for their 17th hole, the Island Green. So yeah, it's a designated event, the $20 million purse. Um, Designated events, the big talk of the week. The PGA is making some changes to next year's calendar and going forward after that. They've changed a couple of events to designated events, no cuts, limited fields, 70, 80 guys, depending on where your rankings are. So I haven't done much research into it, but it sounds like they're jerking the little guy, the middle guy of the PGA Tour, the up and coming player that might not be that superstar, um, or might be that veteran that's on a comeback from an injury or just a couple bad years, slumping and it's on the comeback trail, and it's hurting those guys. I think I could be wrong, but from what I've seen from the outside in and from what I've read, a lot of those guys get jerked. A lot of these up and coming superstars don't get that shot anymore with a limited field and no cuts. Sounds awfully familiar to the other league that's going around. So yeah, so that's the bickering going on right now. Jay Monahan, Rory, a couple other guys, Justin Thomas for the PGA Tour, Live Golf, Phil, obviously, a couple other guys, Ian Poulter, a couple other guys, chirping on Twitter, social media, press conferences. So yeah, so I don't know. I consider myself an underdog if I were ever to make the PGA Tour or in my next lifetime. It definitely be hurting the little guy. Like if this was baseball, it'd be hurting the guy sitting on the bench waiting for his shot to hit the field at whenever they rest their superstars, or an NBA team where LeBron sits and Anthony Davis, aka Street Clothes, doesn't play a game, and his backup or his second stringer, third stringer guys are getting the shot to play. So yeah, so that's the way I look at it. It hurts those guys. So let's see what happens. My only beef with the tour is that they're still not coming to New Jersey or New York. I think the Ryder Cup, but that's one tournament. It's not a yearly tournament. They took away the Barclays, aka the Northern Trust. They took that one away and they never replaced it. They never brought it back. They should bring it back. Live is having a Jersey event here at Bedminster Trump Bedminster. I'm definitely gonna try to go to it this year. Didn't go last year, doing stuff with the family. But LPGA, I believe, is in town. I think that's in, I forget where, but that's up north, North Jersey. So yeah, I'll definitely check those ladies out. See how they get down and see their game. Never seen girls play. This should be cool because I'm sure they're good too. I'm sure they kick my ass pretty easily. Yeah, championship. The Players Championship this week. TPC Sawgrass designated event. $20 million purse. 20 mil. The weather looks good, nice and hot for Florida, northern Florida. My top five. Here we go. I don't know the odds. I'm not really, but I did hear that Rom and Rory are the two favorite to win it. So I made two lists, one with Rom and one with Rory. Here we go. Top 10, top 20, however you guys want to look at it. But Here's the way I think. Top 10. Rahm, Justin Thomas, Scheffler, Max Homa, and Tony Finau is my first list with the 5 guys. The second list is Rory, Jordan Spieth, Patrick Cantlay, Will Zalatoris, and Cameron Young, an upstate New York guy up from Rochester. One of the schools my kids looking at up too, by the way, Sleepy Hollow. So see what happens. So yeah, those are my picks. Obviously, the Rom list, my first list with Justin, Scotty, Homer, and Tony Finau. Or if I was a gambling man, that's the list I'd put my money on. Yeah, good at the tournament last week. The Arnold Palmer got to see that statue up close and personal. Pretty cool to actually be there. On the same ground those guys played on, and Arnold Palmer designed and owns. I wish I could have been there. That would have been nice. A nice tournament to go check out. A couple of buddies of mine were down there, sent pictures from the grandstands, enjoying the view. Kurt Kitayama, aka The Project, aka Quadzilla, from what I read, or his college nicknames. He's played everywhere, like a true definition of never giving up. He's played like every tour you could think of, out in Europe, out in Latin America. Finally makes the PGA Tour and he wins his first tournament using Bryson's old caddy. If you guys remember, a couple years ago, last year, a couple years ago, the caddy fired Bryson like the eve of the Rocket Mortgage Championship, which made news back then because is the caddy fired him, and they talked about on the eve, like, so Thursday night. I'm sorry, Wednesday night, because Thursday is the first round. So yeah, so that was big news back then, and that now he's on Kurt's bag and got him his first win. And so yeah, so that's that. 3.6 million in the bank after this weekend for Kurt. I believe he's almost matched his career earnings, just with this one win. It's crazy. So yeah, I believe up and before he won, he was up to like 4.1 mil in earnings, and this weekend alone, 3.6. So yeah, so never give up. Always keep trying, keep going. You're healthy, you can keep going. Never give up. Put in your work, put your time in, and it'll pay off. That's what I tell Andrew too. You gotta take your lumps. You're not always gonna win every tournament or be in contention every tournament, but just keep playing them. Put in your work, put in your practice, and that he does. He does practice a lot. Practice almost every day after school, with weather permitting. Days like this, like today, where I wish I lived in a warm weather state, Florida, Texas, or something like that. That'd be nice. Bad weather over there is like a week long. Unless you're California, you get a snowstorm and then you fall apart. Nice and easy, short. Players Championship, TPC Sawgrass, Rom, JT, Scotty, Max Homa, Tony Finau, my picks. All right. Be safe. Have a good week. Happy St. Patty's Day to everybody. Maybe I'll make another video before that. But that's it, guys. Check out Play Better. All right. Peace.